What if your software robots could think, reason, and decide, not just follow the fixed rules? Imagine an automation that only executes your process but actually plans the steps on its own. Sound futuristic, right? Well, that's exactly what Agentic AI is all about. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Bot Bros where automation meets action. I am Amit, and in this new series of Agentic AI, we are deeping down into how UiPath is transforming traditional RPA into agentic AI powered automation. In this first video, we'll start from the very basic what agentic AI really means, where it came from, and the real time difference between RPA and the agents, and how it's reshaping the future of automation. So let's get started. Let's quickly go back to few years. RPA, that is the robotic process automation, or we can say as a rule based automation. It started as a way to automate rule-based repetitive tasks like data entry, invoice processing using the simple script, macros, and earlier RP tools like UiPath, Blue Prism, and Automation Engineer, and many more. So what follows the fixed rules and repetitive human actions. Then came AI integration, that is the intelligent automations. We added computer vision, document understanding, NLP, machine learning models. So traditional RPA became an intelligent automations. Bot started to understand documents, emails, and the unstructured data. After that, RPA evolved to hyper automations, where end-to-end automations using RPA plus AI plus process mining analytics is started, focusing on scaling automation across the enterprises and focusing more over the end-to-end automations using the more AI tools. But even then, bots were still reactive. They only worked when triggered. Now we are entering into agentic AI era where automation are not just a doors, they are the thinkers. They can understand the goals, they plan the steps, make decision, and even adapt the new condition. Robots becomes goal-driven, adaptive, and capable of autonomous action. So let's think about what is an agentic AI. The term agentics come from the word agent, meaning an entity that can perceive, reason, act, and learn from the previous feedbacks. Each agent has perception, that is understanding the environment data, reasoning, decide what to do next, actions, performing the steps automatically, and feedback loop, that is learning from the outcomes to improve the next time. In short, an agentic system does not wait for every instruction. It understands what need to be done and figure out how to do it. So agentic AI, it's a new era where RPA robots becomes a more intelligent. Now they can think, now they can decide, now they can act, now they can learn from the previous feedbacks and they take the decision on their own. Now let's think about what actually the difference in between the robots used in traditional RPA and versus the agents used in the agentic AI. Robots are rule-based, act predictably, deterministic decisions. That is they are rule-based, they are predefined, they follow the fixed steps versus the agentic AI, or we can say as an agent, they are goal-driven, they are autonomous, they can act independently, they can take the decisions, they are context aware. If we combine capabilities of the robots and agents, then it becomes a more powerful in the RPA. So here RPA developer jobs are getting evaluated into the agentic AI automation. That is from traditional robotics process automation to the agentic AI automation. RPA is powerful but limited to what we predefined, right? So agentic AI on the other hand brings more flexibility and the reasoning. It does not just execute, in actually it understand the outcome you want and figure out how to reach it. So now agentic automation is reaching out to the area where actually traditional RPA is unable to do so. Now let's see difference between robots and agent with the help of and one example of the automation. So we can able to clearly identify the difference between the RPA and agentic automation. Suppose we need to do automation where we are receiving the mails and in the mail we have the invoices attached and that we need to download and we reply to the mail based on mail content. So RP process will start by reading the mail. After that, it will just check out for it is an invoice. If yes, then it will go for the saving the attachments. And after that, it will reply to the particular mail with the structured mail format, right? So it is not going to reply to the mail based on the mail content or intent of the mail. So it will be a rule based. It has a predefined structure of the sending the mail. So now let's talk about the agentic automation here. Okay, so agents will receive the mail, they will read the mail. After that, agent will understand the context of the mail, and it will understand the intent of the mail. It will decide what actually the intent of the mail and send what the sender wants to say. And after that, it will start the preparing the reply and the relevant response to particular mail based on the mail content or the previous communication that happened with the sender, right? So here agentic automation will not reply to the particular mail with the any structured format, right? So it will reply with the help of any previous mail communications, what the intent of the mail. Suppose mail contain any order information or purchase related things or any payment related queries, right? So for that also agent is going to reply as based on the intent of the mail, right? But our RPA bot will not reply. It will just reply based on the structured mail format. That is, it is only built for the invoices, right? So then it is not going to decide, rather it will escalate to the humans and human will involve here. So but agent is going to involve here and agent is going to act based on the policy documents that we are attaching it as an context grounding. So that we will learn how it will be done. So in the next video that we are going to give a demo how actually agent are going to work here, and we will look out through the same example. So here it says the clear difference between RPA and agentic automation, that agent can think, agent can decide, agent can learn from the previous feedback, and they will act according to the policy documents or context grounding that we have. So let's move forward. Let's quickly look at the key capabilities of agentic AI system. Autonomous goal execution, that is define outcome, not the steps, then the reasoning, analyze data and choose the best path, act based on the decision, it will create the actions, then context awareness, remember prior interaction and states, self improvement, that is learn from the previous feedbacks, then the collaboration, work with human and other agents seamlessly if defined. So that's the foundation of agentic AI, the next leap in automation. In the next part of this series, we'll explore how UiPath is bringing agentic AI into life through the new agentic platform, that is UiPath Agentic Platform, with components like UiPath Agents, Maestro, and many more. With that, we are at the end of the video. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned because the future of automation is not a rule-based anymore. It's the reasoning-based and it is an agentic AI automation. See you in the next video. Until that, happy automation.